And welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. My name's Tim Grant, and usually we're looking into practicing some Bravo on this channel, going through game plans and kind of showing off how I kind of play the deck. But with the new set of Uprising, I've been actually looking into Iyslander. I like playing control decks. I like playing like the long game, so she kind of lends towards how I like to play. So we're more in kind of a lab session where I'm working on different deck ideas, and the way I do it is I build basically the core 60, run it into the ideal situation, and then I kind of figure out what works, what doesn't, and eventually merge all the different ideas into one cohesive deck. So I figured just for this quick video, we'll just kind of be doing some testing on what I've been working on. So this is kind of my anti-redline, anti-aggro core that I'm still working on. There's a lot of things going on here. And then we'll just kind of hop into a game and just test it out and just taking notes along the way. So the core of the deck is mostly cheap ice cards, so I can fuse. The main goal of the deck is to be running Permafrost and then killing people with Frost X. Now with aggro, I can actually kind of slow things down quite a bit. Still working on dealing with tall decks, dealing with high arcane barrier, but this is just where I begin. And the stuff on the side is usually going to be things I'm sideboarding, things I'm thinking about. So like Foreseen, Icebind, Blizzard, and Hypothermia are just really good. So they're actually sideboard cards that I know I'm not going to move. I don't have Freezing Point in this right now. I think that's going to be more of a tall for the tall decks, but this is why we're in the lab just testing things out. And so with that, I'm going to hop into it. Now, mostly this is going to be a very reactive deck. We're going to be running it in the Katsu. I'm mostly looking to be playing things on my opponent's turn. So not so much of the proactive kind of game plan. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's the right way to play it. This is just more of what I'm working on. So let's hop into it. I'm mainly looking to just get one Frostbite out just so I can start taxing, but they're already coming at me. So first turn, I'm probably throwing this whole hand away. I'll take one and then I'll start blocking up. I'm going to throw away this entire hand, even though there is one of my Insidious Chills in here. I don't think I need it. I'm going to maybe keep an Aether Icevein back because it's a decent turn 2 card. So we'll see where this thing goes. Leg tap. Yeah, we'll throw away Icebind. And I'm probably looking to throw away Chill, but we'll see what they do. Snatch. No, go again. We'll just block it out. I don't have a... As much as I want to keep Icevein, I'd rather... We'll keep my life total high. And then now we just hope for something good. I don't have nodes because I'm running into a melee character, but we'll see where it goes. Alright, there's a chill. We're going to chill. Am I fusing next turn? Not really, so I'm probably going to put Frosting in. So let's get Ice Eternal's a decent win con. And we're just going to shoot for 2. And then get Frosting in. And hope for a Sigil. If not, it's not the end of the world. We're just going to look and stall, find at least 1 or 2 Frost Hexes, and then we kind of go in. So I can either go proactive or I can go reactive, and we'll see where they go with this. 5. I can stuff this. I can stuff it, but I can't really fuse the next turn, which is the annoyance. So the question is going to be, do I just want to double red this? I think I'm just going to double red this. Yeah, we're not even going to use Frosting this turn. I'm still learning all the play lines, and this is actually one of the more complicated decks I've ever kind of worked on. Probably throwing away the Aether Hail, and then I'm going to probably peek them. Yep, it's not worth wasting the Frosting, so we're going to ditch that. And then I'm just going to peek them, or Coronet. Oh, that's annoying. They had a really strong turn. Was it double E-strike into a snatch? That was a really strong turn. Alright. Not much you can do about that one. So we're going to peek, rip a card away. The reason I run peek is because you get into these 1 or 2 card situations and actually just forces them to lose a card. If you're running like Kraken, they can just choose to ignore it, and you just kind of cycle a card for no kind of like major gain. Peak just forces the issue and makes them discard. So I do want a Frost Hex. I don't have anything amazing going on. They did just use a red. So because they use the red, I'm going to Frosting now and just get a Frostbite going. Just to make the next thing more annoying. And we're probably going to let this through. I would like to get either play Frost Hex or Arsenal it. So this is the last thing to go. And then the rest is going to either play or block. So 1, 2. Do I care about it? I think I'm just going to turn off Mask. And we're going to turn it off with the Cold Snap. If they come at us with another thing, I'll throw away the Command and Conquer. Yeah, let's just ditch the Command and Conquer, and then I'm basically just going to Coronet them, get the Frost Hex out on at instant speed. I'd rather have it in Arsenal so I can keep up Sigil. It's one thing that I've been learning is because I'm playing super reactive, I actually don't want to do anything on my turn except for maybe peek. So we're going to peek. I'm going to eat a card, put that in Arsenal, and then hope for a Sigil. Blizzard's not bad. There's a Sigil. So that means Frosting's going in the Arsenal. Blizzard backup. We're going to just remove their turn. So let's ditch you. I'm doing all this right now just because I can. And they're just not going to have a turn. Play an instant. No. Sigil. Ditch this. Fuse it. And then we're going to shoot them. Oh, and it turned on Insidious Chill too. Usually it's more a late game thing, but it does rip a card away from them. So we let this resolve, then we shoot them. So what this does is, when it resolves, then the next effect that hits them creates Frostbite tokens. So we let that resolve, then we shoot them with Moon. Now they're up to 4 Frostbites. So it was 1 from Hex, 3 from Moon, and then we block out that Hurricane technique, and then they immediately get shot for 3, and then 4 more. And then what we're going to do is just Arsenal the Frostbite, and then go again. So this is kind of the bread and butter of what I'm looking to do. Now the thing is, they're not running Arcane Barrier. This is just basically ideal situation. This is what kind of what I go into testing, and then we kind of keep going from there. So Frost Hex is good, Hypothermia is good. So these are the 2 cards I want to save. I'm gonna kind of shut everything else off. I don't have a Sigil, so we're just gonna Blizzard. I want to rip a card or 2 away. All right, that's good. What am I doing next turn? Arsenal Hypothermia, play Frost Hex. We're gonna take some damage, and I'm just gonna tax them hard. I think this is going to be worth it just to get the next Frost Hex up, and then I have Hypothermia just to shut them off. So I really just wanted that Frostbite. Usually we're not playing on our turn, but now I at least have a Hypothermia, which is crazy against these aggro decks, and then that basically protects me for a whole turn. So we're just going to Frost Hex, Arsenal, Hypothermia, and then go. One thing that I'm still learning is just using the Tunic enough. I don't have Rewind in this. The Felt Table doesn't really like it, but I really like the card in general. So Tunic's probably going to hopefully be really good here. So we're basically set up and ready to kill. I mean, we're already kind of chipping away, but now we just look to lock down and just kill them. So leg tap, we're blocking it. We're just going to Hypothermia them, and then there's nothing they can do. So we'll do this. We'll block it with a 3. Sure. They can maybe buff it. Let's go. Yeah, I'll just throw away Weathervane. It's fine. I wasn't sure if they were going to do anything. Oh yeah, it had Natural Go again. Um, more stuff you learn. So it's 5. They broke through, so I can. Well, Winter's Bite's better than Incarceration, so I'm gonna save myself 2 life, and then we're just gonna tax them. So the more you learn. Completely forgot it was just natural go again on leg tap, but we're just gonna arsenal this. Now I haven't even used Tunic this game so far, but it's there for when you need it. Come on, Sigil. No, all right. We're just in tax mode. Likely putting Channel Lake Frigid up. So let's see. They've got 2. I'm gonna let through 1. Oh, okay. They're probably not gonna have anything after this because I'm gonna tax them pretty hard, and then tax and shoot. So I'll play this, rip a card away, and block this out. So I want to do. I'm just gonna block with 2. I like cycling Winter's Bite, or I like Winter's Bite as a card. Now I don't need to go ham and shoot them with um with Waning Moon. Oh, another 3. Um, Maybe we just block up. I think keeping my life total high is probably better, and I can still just tax them with Winter's Bite. Really, what all I need now is just a Permafrost, and I can just lock them down pretty hard. Are you gonna Kadachi me? Pretty much how it's gonna go. I think when I'm practicing this deck, even though I'm down on life total, I have double Frostbite up, so or Frost Hex up, so I'm not actually like insanely worried about losing. Like I don't feel like I need to immediately catch up. This is really just kind of playing reactive. At least in testing, this is kind of how it went. Still no sigil, which means they're all coming in a clump. I need a block up hard. So they're gonna double strike. I'll let 1 through, and then hit again, and I'll probably have to block that one. Gonna double strike again. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's just tax. Tax there. Block out. Yep. We're saving Hypothermia. Hypothermia will at least save me. Gonna hit me again? No. So cost 2. They're gonna come in. I let this through, and then I block the next. Eventually, no. 1, 2. They still have double strikes going. So we just let this go. And then I'll probably Ice Eternal Fate Foreseen. I just don't want him to get a mass trigger, so we're going to Fate first. I might even let the next one through so I can Coronet them. Sure, I'll take a Frost X. Yeah, I'm going to let this through and then... Uh-oh. Don't tell me it broke. We'll let this through and then I'm just going to Coronet them. Put in Hypothermia and then they should be in a lot of trouble. I mean, granted, I'm at 10, but all I want is Sigil. Peak, give me a card. Getting a blue is actually pretty good. And then put that in Arsenal. Alright, Hex, Sigil. Okay. Now we're cooking. This is one thing that the AI does that I find weird. It leverages Kadashi's first, which against most people that's kind of normal. But then I would assume in this situation against a person they probably would be relying on Kadachi's less. So we're doing that. Defend with nothing. We'll Sigil. And then we'll reveal this. And then we're going to shoot him. So this resolves and then shoot him. Now against aggro deck, this is basically like they just don't get to play. So they didn't have go again. They had 4 frostbites. We also taxed them with coronet before, so this is where things kind of get out of control. I'm probably just gonna Icebind them and then Arsenal Frostex. Oh yeah, and then Chill also stole a card from them, so all kind of works out. Tunic's gonna be pretty much there for the Ironhide right now. It hasn't done a whole lot this game. So take 3, freeze it, and there's a Sigil. Yeah, they're dead. Just straight up dead. Let's see. So we're doing you. So this gets taxed. We're gonna float, and we'll defend with Tunic just because I can. Actually, we'll do it that way. Defend with that. Yes, we'll pay. We'll react. We'll pay with sure. Oh, and I stole a card from what was that last turn with Chill? So we let that resolve. Shoot him. So now they're at 4 frostbites. We blocked out their entire attack, so they don't have go again. The arsenal's frozen. They've got nothing, and now they just die. So it's been interesting trying to figure this out. Now this was a first turn or first cycle setup. I don't know if I need to get to second cycle, but this is kind of where the labbing is. Just testing a bunch of play lines, figuring out what's good, and then I basically take this against friends and just practice against them to see what kind of sticks. So hopefully that's helpful, kind of figuring out where Iyslander's going. But that's kind of the reactive gameplay that at least I'm looking to kind of focus on. And then from here, I got to work on higher crane barrier decks, tall decks. I have no idea what to do about Prism yet, but that's what the lab's for. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.